What's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Yo Gotti and this Blac Youngsta rumor. Now, for those of you who don't know, I did a video earlier and a lot of people were talking about this, man. Blac Youngsta allegedly got booted out of CMG for trolling and talking about Young Dolph. Or, man, he really wasn't talking about Young Dolph, but it seemed like he was putting images out there in his music video and stuff where he was still dissing Young Dolph, who recently passed away. Now, there was a rumor that everybody got upset about this in his camp, including CMG head, which is Yo Gotti, and Yo Gotti X'd him from the clique, kicked him out of the group. Well, Yo Gotti came to social media to clear that up, and basically he's saying that Blac Youngsta is all good, man. Blac Youngsta has not been kicked out the crew, and he said it in a whole bunch of different tweets. Now, in these tweets, he said a lot of things too, man. And obviously, he's looking at taking over the rap game again in 2022. But before we get to these clips, or to these tweets, I should say, and before we talk about all this stuff, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about Yo Gotti. Now, Yo Gotti just took to social media to address a few things. Now, in a series of tweets, he said a lot. Now, in the very first tweet, he said this. He said, "I'm seeing too much rap cap on these blogs." So basically letting people know that he sees what's going on out here on the blogs and sees what's going on out here on social media and all the rumors surrounding this Young Dolph situation. Obviously, Yo Gotti is tuned in to what's going on, and he's trying to figure out the next move for him and CMG. Yo Gotti is the CEO of CMG, and the rumors out there that Blac Youngsta got booted from the camp, obviously it hit him in a special place, and he was like, nah, man, we about to respond, because he wants to make sure he got his team intact, and he's sticking with the home team, which is obviously Blac Youngsta, and we'll get to that in a second, right? Now, Yo Gotti has yet to say much about this Young Dolph situation. You would think with all the things that have been going on as far as it going crazy in the streets in Memphis, and it's still going crazy in the streets in Memphis, you should see the messages I get sometimes. You would think he would have said something earlier, but I'm guessing all this Blac Youngsta talk is the straw that broke the camel's back. He was like, forget it, man. Y'all ain't about to talk about my dude out there and make it seem like I'm leaving my homeboy out there, even though he's done some things that's considered trolling or whatnot. Now, in the next tweet, he said this, fake news with a whole bunch of exclamation points, just letting it be known that a lot of news out there and a lot of things that people are saying out here are fake news, man. None of it is real, and that's not how they rock it, man. Even though we think we got the ends and we know what's going on in their camp internally, it might be something completely different. But he followed that up with this post right here, where he basically said, "Lil bro a boss. He can't be dropped. Hashtag CMG. Hashtag heavy camp." And then he has the lifting weights emoji and then a heart emoji. So basically showing love to Blac Youngsta and his crew. Like, Blac Youngsta is the CEO of Heavy Camp. And everybody who's structured under CMG, they seem to have their own label, their own artists or whatnot, right? And he's putting it out there that no, Lil bro can't be dropped. Lil bro a boss, letting it be known that Blac Youngsta cannot be dropped from the label. He's a boss of his own. He's doing his own thing, and he's still rocking with him because he showed love to CMG and Heavy Camp in the hashtag and in the emojis. So letting it be known that it's all love or whatnot, putting that rumor to rest. So earlier, everybody was speculating on if Blac Youngsta got dropped or not. There were some big blogs who were posting this and a lot of media outlets, especially in the story I did, where they were talking about, trying to figure out if he got dropped or not. That was pretty much the question that was out there, right? Did Blac Youngsta get dropped or not? And if he did it have something to do with all the trolling he was doing? Because Blac Youngsta dropped a video which was really disrespectful to Young Dolph based on what some fans are saying, right? Now, he hasn't come out to say that it was directly a Young Dolph diss, but he's got a grave site out there, or I should say a headstone that has Dolph's last name on it, which it looks like there's a lot going on in the video. And it's this video he put out called I'm Assuming. So a lot of people took issue with that. A lot of people were upset, and they were wondering if Gotti said, forget it, it's too much, you went overboard, we done with you. But obviously that is not the case in this situation. And Yo Gotti is still rocking with Heavy Camp and still rocking with Blac Youngsta. And, they crew is obviously still tight. Now, we've seen this in the past where Moneybagg Yo spoke out and talked about talking to social media, trying to prove something and letting it be known that they're all in together. You know what I'm saying? Their team is intact. And obviously, they just trying to weather this storm. But I don't know if this is a storm you could just weather like that. I think this might be one of those situations where you're actually going to have to prove something and really show people that you're not involved in this or took no part in this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are still angry, especially a lot of Young Dolph fans. And that includes pretty much a majority of the hip-hop community because everybody rocked with Young Dolph. Now, he didn't stop there. He also put out these posts right here. Now, in the very next post, Yo Gotti said this. He said, P.S. Keep my name out of all these rumors, letting it be known that he doesn't appreciate his name being put in some of these rumors that are out there because there is a lot going on as far as Memphis is concerned. And as far as like Yo Gotti, man, a lot of people wanted to hear something from him, like a solid statement like, yo, I had nothing to do with whatnot. But it seemed like they just let it live on. They're just trying to let this thing pass by. And I'm not sure if that's going to satisfy fans because a lot of fans out there, they really want to see somebody taken down for Young Dolph being shot and killed like he was. You know what I mean? Because it just didn't sit right with people. Let's be real, man. When Young Dolph got taken out, it never sat right with anybody who's a fan of Young Dolph or anybody in the hip-hop community because you can't see where he was contributing to that happening to him. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if Young Dolph was out here trolling every day. He just seemed like he was a boss about his money and about doing good music. Now, Yo Gotti also made a post that said this, and it said, let a real one win in peace with prayer hand emojis. So letting people know that, man, they should back off and let him and his camp just win in peace. You know what I mean? Let them do their thing. Now, also, he was promoting his next project, which is CM10, which is supposed to be a double disc, which sounds a little odd because nowadays, obviously, most people stream music, but it's going to be enough material to qualify as a double disc. So you can only imagine. They held it back because of Young Dolph passing away, but I'm assuming they probably had some words on there, some lyrics on there, or something where people could have took it and said, okay, you guys are dissing Young Dolph, you're guilty. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Yo Gotti or anybody from their camp is guilty or had anything to do with that. I would never say that because I don't know that. But a lot of fans feel so strongly about that if they heard any little inkling of somebody saying something remotely close to what happened to Young Dolph, they would run with it, man. It would be over, man. It would go all over social media. And to be real, it would be a loss for Yo Gotti and them's team. Now, with that, what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Yo Gotti did the right thing by jumping out here finally and saying something, especially when it's his homeboy or somebody who's signed to his label and letting it be clear that, no, he is not off the label and we all team? Or do you feel like, man, he probably should have kept quiet and let this go on? Now, to be real, I don't even know if that second one was an option, man. At a certain point, you got to say something, right? Now, with that, this been your boy, Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.